Hey everyone, welcome to Watch the Stories. Here we bring you the most emotional, dramatic, and unforgettable tales from every corner of life. So sit back, relax, and get ready to feel every emotion. Because this is where stories come alive. The envelope is red, festive, wrapped in a gold ribbon like it's supposed to mean something good. My wife slides it across the table while her parents smile behind her, while her brother refills champagne glasses, while Christmas music plays from a speaker shaped like Santa Claus. "Open it," Vanessa says. Her voice is light. Happy. I haven't heard her sound like that in 2 years. I look at the envelope. At her family gathered in our living room, my living room, the one I've been paying for while her father's company restructured and couldn't afford to keep her on payroll. At the tree I put up alone because she was too stressed to help. "Go on, Marcus," her mother says, leaning forward. "Don't keep us waiting." I open it. Divorce papers. The room erupts. Her brother actually whoops. Her mother claps her hands together like Vanessa just announced a pregnancy. Her father, the man I've called sir for 6 years, the man whose company I've quietly kept afloat with loans he thinks I don't know he'll never repay, raises his glass. "To freedom," he shouts. They all drink. Vanessa watches me with eyes that don't blink. "I wanted to do it somewhere you'd remember," she says. "Somewhere meaningful." "You wanted an audience," I say quietly. "I wanted witnesses." She stands, smooths her dress. "In case you tried to make this difficult." Her brother steps closer. He's bigger than me, always has been. "Sign it, Marcus, she's done with you." I look at the papers. At my name, printed there like it's already been decided. At the date, Christmas Day, because even cruelty can be seasonal. "You've been planning this," I say. "For 8 months, Vanessa says. She's smiling now. Really smiling. "Ever since I realized you'd never be more than what you are." "And what's that?" "Safe. Boring. Mediocre." The word lands like she knew it would. I've heard it before. Whispered. During arguments, implied in silences. Written in the way she stopped touching me, stopped laughing at my jokes, stopped pretending I was enough. I set the papers down. "I'll sign," I say. Her mother gasps with delight. Her father nods approvingly. Vanessa's face softens into something almost like pity. "Smart choice," she says. "We didn't want to have to, but not today." I stand. My lawyer looks at it first, then I sign. The room goes quiet. "You don't have a lawyer," her brother says. "I do now." I walk toward the door. Vanessa follows, her heels sharp against hardwood. "Marcus," her voice has teeth now, "you're not going to fight this. You don't have the money or the energy or the what? The spine?" I turn. "You're right. I've been spineless. Watching you destroy yourself and pretending it was love. Watching your father's company circle the drain and pretending I didn't notice. Watching this whole family treat me like I'm staff." "You're being dramatic," her mother says. "I'm being clear." I look at Vanessa. "I'll sign. But first I want something." "You're not getting the house," her father says quickly. Too quickly. "I don't want the house." I smile. It feels strange on my face, unfamiliar. "I want you to be happy. All of you. I want you to have everything you deserve." Vanessa's eyes narrow. "What does that mean?" "It means Merry Christmas." I open the door. Cold air rushes in. "I'll be in touch." I leave them standing there, champagne glasses still raised, confusion starting to creep across their faces like frost. I drive. Not home. There is no home now. Not to a hotel. Not to a friend's house. I drive to an office building downtown, dark except for one lit window on the 7th floor. I park. I sit. I breathe. Then I walk inside. The security guard nods at me. "Working on Christmas, Mr. Chen?" "Finishing something," I say. The elevator hums. I watch the numbers climb. When the doors open, there's a man waiting in the hallway. "It's done," he says, handing me a folder. Papers filed this morning. The board voted unanimously. I open the folder. See the company name. Reynolds and Associates. Vanessa's father's firm. The one that's been hemorrhaging money for 3 years. The one I've been buying piece by piece through shell companies and quiet acquisitions while they celebrated at company parties while they told their daughter she deserved better. They don't know yet? I ask. They'll get the call tonight. 7 p.m. Right when they're sitting down to dinner. I close the folder. Good. You sure about this? The man, my lawyer, my architect of revenge, studies my face. There's no going back after tonight. I've been going back for 6 years. I straighten my tie. Tonight I'm going forward. He leaves. I stand in the empty office, my office now, and look out at the city covered in Christmas lights. My phone buzzes. Vanessa, we need to talk. Tonight. Dad's office. 7 p.m. I smile. Marcus, I'll be there. The lobby of Reynolds and Associates smells like leather and lies. I've been here 100 times, birthday parties, company celebrations. That time Vanessa's father pulled me aside and asked if I could loan him $50,000 for payroll. He never said loan. He said invest in the family. I gave him $75. Now I own the building. The receptionist doesn't look up when I enter. She's packing a box, framed photos, a coffee mug that says World's Best Mom, a snow globe from Cabo. Her hands shake. They told us an hour ago, she says quietly. Merry Christmas, you're fired. Security escorts us out at 8. I'm sorry, I say. Are you? She finally looks at me. Her eyes are red. You're Marcus, right? Vanessa's husband? The quiet one? Ex-husband. Good for you. She tapes the box shut. She's upstairs. They all are. Screaming at each other like it'll change anything. I take the stairs. Each step is a memory. The first time I met her father, firm handshake, weak character. The night Vanessa told me she loved me. 3rd floor landing, her breath tasting like wine and promises. The morning I realized she'd stopped wearing her ring. 7th floor, catching my reflection in the window, seeing a ghost. The screaming gets louder as I climb. Complete disaster, Dad. How could you let this happen? I didn't let anything happen. The market didn't lose $3 million on that Miami deal. You did. Don't you dare. I open the conference room door. They freeze. Vanessa stands at the head of the table, still in her Christmas dress. Her father sits slumped in his chair, tie loosened, face gray. Her mother clutches a tissue. Her brother leans against the wall, scrolling his phone like he's searching for escape routes. Marcus? Vanessa's voice cracks. What are you doing here? I was invited. I hold up my phone. 7 p.m. Dad's office. This isn't. Her father stands. Son, this isn't a good time. I'm not your son. I close the door behind me. I never was. The silence stretches. Vanessa recovers first. Look, whatever you're thinking, this divorce has nothing to do with. We're in the middle of a crisis. The company was sold. Some corporate vulture bought us out from under me, I say. The word lands like a grenade. What? Her father whispers. I bought the company. 3 years of acquisitions, shell corporations, silent partnerships. Every time you needed money, every loan, every bailout, every investment. That was me, buying you piece by piece. Vanessa laughs. It's a broken sound. That's impossible. You don't have that kind of money. You're a systems analyst? I smile. That's what I told you, because you never asked for details. You never wanted to know what I actually do. What do you do? Her brother asks. He stopped scrolling. I fix broken companies. I find bleeding operations, analyze their worth, and acquire them before they collapse. Then I either rebuild them, I look at Vanessa's father, or I sell them for parts. Her mother's tissue falls to the table. You've been planning this, Vanessa says slowly. For how long? Since the Miami deal. I pull out a chair, sit down. You remember Miami, don't you? The sure thing that lost $3 million? Your father came to me, desperate, shaking. He said, if I didn't help, the company would fold and take our future with it. So you helped, her father says weakly. You gave me $4 million. I lean back. In exchange for 30% of the company. You signed the papers in my car. You were so grateful you cried. Vanessa sits down slowly. That was 2 years ago, 23 months, right around the time you stopped sleeping in our bed. I watch her face. Interesting timing. This is insane, her brother says. You're telling me you've been secretly buying Dad's company while being humiliated by all of you? Yes. I straighten my cuffs. Every family dinner where you joked about me being Vanessa's safe choice. Every Christmas bonus your father couldn't pay his staff but somehow had enough to lease a new Mercedes. Every time I look at Vanessa. Told your friends I was sweet but unambitious. Her jaw tightens. I never said. You said it at your birthday party. Last June, garden patio. You thought I was getting drinks. I stand. I was. I heard everything. About how you were waiting for the right time to leave. How you'd already met someone. Someone exciting. The room goes silent. His name's Tyler. I continue. He works in marketing. You've been seeing him for 8 months. The same 8 months you've been planning this divorce. Vanessa's face drains of color. How did you? Her mother starts. I'm a systems analyst. I analyze systems. I look at each of them. I know everything. The second mortgage on your house. Your gambling debts. I nod at her brother. 30,000 and counting. The embezzlement from client accounts to cover operating costs. All of it. Her father stands. You can't prove. I don't need to prove anything. I own it all now. The question is what I do next. Vanessa crosses her arms. The shock is fading. Something harder slides behind her eyes. So what? You're going to fire everyone? Destroy Dad's legacy? Ruin us? I already signed the papers, her father says quietly. The sale is final. There's severance packages, I interrupt. There's employee retention. There's the choice between a clean transition and a public scandal. I walk to the window, look down at the parking lot, see their cars all leased, all underwater. I'm not a monster. Could have fooled me, her brother mutters. I turn. You think I'm the monster? I spent 6 years being your family's bank account. Being Vanessa's safety net while she searched for her next thrill. Being invisible. My voice doesn't rise. Doesn't need to. I'm not destroying anything. I'm just stopping the pretense that I was ever part of it. Vanessa stands. Walks toward me. When she speaks, her voice is different. Softer, calculated. Marcus. She touches my arm. I know I hurt you. I know I took advantage. But this is vindictive. This isn't you. I look at her hand on my sleeve. You don't know what I am. You never asked. Then tell me. She steps closer. I can smell her perfume. The same one from our wedding. Tell me what you want. There has to be something. Some way we can fix this. I remove her hand gently. There's nothing to fix. The company's sold. The divorce will be final in 90 days. Everything's already in motion. Everything? Her father asks. What does that mean? My phone buzzes. I glance at the screen. Right on time. It means Tyler from marketing just got a very interesting email. Screenshots of your texts, Vanessa. The ones where you discussed draining our joint account before filing. Where you joked about timing the divorce to hurt me most. Her face goes white. You didn't. I did. Along with a few notes about his company's ethics policy regarding employee relationships and fraud. I pocket my phone. He'll have a choice to make. You or his career. You bastard, I learned from the best. I button my coat. Merry Christmas again. I walk toward the door. Wait. Her voice stops me. Marcus, please, I don't turn around. What do you want? Really? She sounds desperate now. Real. Money? The house? I'll sign whatever I want you to feel it, I say quietly. What I felt. Opening those papers while your family cheered. The door closes behind me. I make it to the elevator before my hands start shaking. I make it to my car before I vomit. Not much. Just bile and coffee and the taste of victory that turns out to be copper and ash. I lean against the door, breathing through my mouth, watching Christmas lights blur across wet pavement. My phone won't stop buzzing. Vanessa. You're making a mistake. Vanessa. Tyler left me. Are you happy now? Vanessa. My father is having chest pains. If something happens to him, that's on you. I turn the phone off. The drive home, to the hotel, there is no home, takes 40 minutes. Traffic is light. Everyone's inside with family, with people who love them, with lives that aren't constructed from spite and spreadsheets. The hotel room is clean, sterile. I sit on the bed and stare at my reflection in the dark television screen. Look like my father. The thought comes from nowhere. Lands like a fist. My father, who died angry, who spent his last decade nursing grudges and building walls and proving everyone wrong until there was no one left to prove anything to. I'm 34 years old. And I just destroyed my wife's family on Christmas. The victory feels like drowning. My phone turns itself back on at midnight. Not really. I turn it on. Because I'm weak. Because even now, some part of me is waiting for her to say the right thing. To crack the code. To make this all mean something other than mutual destruction. 73 messages. Most from Vanessa. A few from her brother. Threats poorly spelled. 2 from her mother begging me to reconsider, to remember the good times. What good times? I scroll back. Past the divorce papers. Past the arguments. Past the silence that grew between us like mold. I find a photo from 3 years ago. Vanessa and me at her father's birthday party. We're smiling. My arm around her waist. Her head on my shoulder. I don't remember that moment. I remember taking the photo. Remember her father asking us to look happy. Remember Vanessa's whisper. Just smile, Marcus. 2 minutes, as her hand pinched my side, but I don't remember being happy. The hotel phone rings. I almost don't answer. It's 12:47 a.m. No one calls hotel rooms at 12:47 a.m. unless something's broken or someone's dead. Mr. Chen? The voice is young, nervous. There's someone here to see you. She says it's urgent. She says, send her up. I know who it is. Vanessa looks different without makeup. Smaller. Younger. She stands in the hallway wearing jeans and a sweatshirt. My sweatshirt. The one she claimed 2 years ago. And her eyes are raw from crying. Can I come in? She asks. I should say no. Should close the door, call security, protect the fortress I've spent 6 years building. Instead, I step aside. She walks past me. Sits on the edge of the bed. Doesn't look at me. Dad's in the hospital, she says quietly. My stomach drops. What happened? Panic attack. They thought it was his heart. Mom called me from the ER, screaming, saying this was my fault. Your fault, everyone's fault except his. She laughs bitterly. She's probably right. I stay by the door. Why are you here, Vanessa? Because I don't know where else to go. She looks up. Her face is naked, destroyed. Tyler blocked me. Mom won't answer my calls. My brother told me I deserve everything that's happening. She wipes her eyes. I came here because you're the only person who might still care. The word tastes like poison. After this morning? After everything. She stands. Marcus, I know what I did. I know my family, what we put you through. I know I was cruel, selfish. I know I used you. Then why are you here? Because I think you know what that feels like now. She takes a step closer. Using someone, hurting them because you can. Because you're angry and scared and you want them to feel it. Her voice breaks. How does it feel, Marcus? Does it fix anything? The question hangs between us like smoke. No, I admit. Then why did you do it? Because I stop. Start again. Because I needed you to see me. Really see me. Not as safe or boring or mediocre. As someone who could hurt you back. I see you. She's crying now. I see you and I'm terrified. Because this person, this vengeful, calculating person, I don't know him. He's not the man I married. That man's dead, I say. You killed him. This morning. With red envelopes and champagne toasts. No. She shakes her head. That man died 2 years ago. When you stopped fighting for us. When you let me drift away. When you decided it was easier to build a revenge plot than to ask me what was wrong. The words hit like bullets. What was wrong? I hear myself ask. Tell me. What was so terrible about being married to me that you had to... You gave up. She's shouting now. You gave up on me, on us, on everything. You stopped trying to make me laugh. Stopped touching me. Stopped asking about my day. You faded, like you'd already decided I was going to leave, so why bother? Because you were leaving. I could feel it, so you made it inevitable. You pulled away first so it would hurt less when I left. But guess what, Marcus? It still hurts. It still destroys. And now you've destroyed my whole family because what? Because I was too much of a coward to leave when I should have? We're both breathing hard. I loved you, I say quietly. Past tense, she notes. Present tense, I correct. That's the problem. The admission breaks something between us. Vanessa closes the distance. Her hands find my face. Then stop this, please, undo it. Sell the company back. Drop the divorce. We can't fix anything. I remove her hands gently. This isn't a business deal, Vanessa. It's over. It's been over. Since when? Since this morning? Since Tyler? Since the first time you looked at me like I was disappointing you just by existing. I step back. I don't know exactly when, but it was before the divorce papers, before Tyler, before Miami. Maybe it was always going to end this way. She sinks onto the bed again. So what happens now? You sign the papers. I sell the company to someone who'll actually run it properly. Your father's employees keep their jobs. You and your family move on. My voice cracks. We both try to remember that we loved each other once. Before it all turned to this, that's it? 6 years and that's it? What else is there? She looks at me for a long moment. Something shifts in her expression, hardens. I lied earlier, she says slowly, about Tyler, about my family, about coming here because I had nowhere else to go. My blood goes cold. What? Tyler didn't leave me. I left him. This morning, before I came to find you. She stands. And my father isn't having a heart attack. He's fine. Angry but fine. My mother's talking to lawyers. My brother's planning ways to sue you for something, anything. Then why? Because I wanted to see if you'd actually go through with it. Her eyes are clear now, sharp. If you'd really burn everything down or if you were just posturing. If underneath all this revenge there was still the man who loved me enough to destroy himself. I can't breathe. And? I manage, and you failed. She moves toward the door. You're not my Marcus anymore. You're just another man who thinks revenge is the same thing as power. Who thinks hurting me fixes what's broken in you. She opens the door, pauses. The divorce papers are signed. I left them with the front desk. Merry Christmas, Marcus. I hope you got what you wanted. The door closes. I stand in the empty room, listening to her footsteps fade down the hallway, and realize I have no idea what just happened. My phone buzzes. One new email. From Vanessa. Sent 10 minutes ago before she arrived. The subject line, the truth about Tyler. I open it. It's a video. Timestamped 2 months ago. Tyler and Vanessa in what looks like a hotel room. But they're not, they're crying, both of them. Can't keep doing this, Tyler's saying. Marcus deserves to know. He'll destroy me, Vanessa says. He'll destroy all of us. You don't know what he's capable of. Then leave him. File for divorce. Stop dragging this out. I can't, not until... She stops. Looks directly at the camera. Like she knows I'll see this. Like she's talking to me across time. Not until he understands what he's become. The video ends. I play it again. And again. On the 4th viewing, I notice something in the background. A calendar on the wall. The date circled in red, December 25th, Christmas Day. She's been planning this. All of it, the divorce, the timing, the video, but not to hurt me, to save me. The realization arrives like dawn. I grab my coat and run. I find her in the parking garage. She's sitting on the hood of her car. My old car. The one I gave her when she said hers was embarrassing, smoking a cigarette. She doesn't smoke. Hasn't since college. Took you longer than I thought, she says without looking up. I'm out of breath, sweating despite the cold. The video, Tyler, what was the truth? She takes a drag, coughs. God, these are disgusting. How did we ever... She stops. Looks at me finally. Tyler's my therapist. The words don't make sense. You're what? Therapist. Well, was. We had to stop sessions when things got complicated. She stubs out the cigarette. His real name is Dr. Tyler Morrison. licensed psychologist, specializes in marriage counseling and emotional abuse recovery. My legs go weak. I lean against a concrete pillar. I don't understand? I know. That's the point. She slides off the hood. 2 years ago, I tried to leave you, Marcus. Actually leave. Packed a bag, wrote a note, booked a hotel. But when I got there, when I sat in that empty room, I realized something. She walks toward me slowly. I wasn't leaving because you'd done anything wrong. I was leaving because I'd convinced myself you were too good, too stable, too safe, that I didn't deserve you. Vanessa, let me finish. Her voice is steady now, strong. I started therapy, tried to figure out why I kept sabotaging us, why I said cruel things, why I pushed you away. And Tyler, Dr. Morrison, he helped me see the pattern. My father's company failing, my mother's criticism, my brother's gambling. I was drowning in their chaos and dragging you down with me. So the affair. There was no affair, Marcus. She's standing right in front of me now. Those texts you saw, those were therapy homework. Dr. Morrison had me write out my worst impulses, leaving you, finding someone exciting, hurting you before you could hurt me, so I could see how destructive they were. So I could choose differently. The parking garage spins, the divorce papers, I whisper. This morning, we're fake. She pulls an envelope from her pocket. These are the real ones, filed 3 months ago by me, but I never served them because I realized I didn't want to leave. I wanted you to fight, to show me you were still there, still the man who loved me enough to destroy your family. My voice is hollow. Vanessa, I bought your father's company. I exposed your brother's debts. I sent those texts to your therapist, who immediately called me, who helped me understand that you were spiraling exactly like I had. That revenge was your way of crying for help. She touches my face. Marcus, you didn't destroy my family. You exposed what was already broken. My father's mismanagement, my brother's addiction, my mother's enabling, me using you as a life raft while I figured out how to swim. The video, I say numbly. You wanted me to see that I knew, that I've been watching you pull away for 2 years, building walls, planning your exit, just like I did. Her eyes fill. I gave you those fake divorce papers on Christmas because I needed you to feel what I felt. Lost, furious, desperate. And I needed to see if you'd burn it all down or if you'd look for you. I finish. You ran after me, Marcus. Through everything. Through the cruelty and the games and the revenge. You still ran after me. She's crying now. That's the man I married. Not the one plotting spreadsheet vendettas. The one who loves me even when I'm terrible. Even when I don't deserve it, I should feel relief. Joy. Something other than this crushing weight. I can't undo it, I say. The company. The acquisition. It's done. I know. Your father needed to lose his company before it destroyed him. Before it destroyed our whole family. She takes my hands. Marcus, you didn't ruin us. You cut out the cancer. Painfully. Brutally. But necessarily. Your mother will never forgive me. My mother needs to forgive herself first, for enabling Dad, for raising us to think money equals worth. She squeezes my hands. This isn't a fairy tale. My family's still broken. We're still broken. But maybe now we can actually heal instead of pretending. I pull my hands away. You manipulated me, set me up. Let me become a monster? She nods. Yes, because I needed you to see what I'd been for 2 years. Manipulative. Cruel. Self-destructive. I needed us to hit bottom so we'd stop digging. That's insane. That's trauma. She laughs, broken and real. We're both disasters, Marcus. I married you because you were stable and then resented you for it. You loved me and then tried to destroy me when I hurt you. We're toxic and damaged and what? I ask. We just what? Pretend this didn't happen? Go back to being married? No. She shakes her head. We start over. Actually over. No lies, no games. No using each other's families as weapons. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can either. She picks up the real divorce papers. So here's my offer. I sign these right now. We end this marriage. We split everything fairly. We both go to therapy separately and we figure out who we are when we're not destroying each other. Or we rip them up. Right now. And we fight. Actually fight. For something real instead of revenge. For forgiveness instead of victory. For the possibility that 2 broken people might actually be able to what? Fix each other? To choose each other. Even after everything, the papers tremble in her hands. I should walk away, should let her sign, should protect myself from the woman who served me divorce papers while her family cheered, who played psychological games, who let me become something I hate. Instead, I take the papers and I rip them in half. I'm still angry. I say, good, so am I. I don't trust you. You shouldn't. Not yet. Your family will learn to live without their safety net, just like I did. She steps closer. Marcus, I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm asking for a chance. To be honest. To be broken together instead of pretending we're whole. I look at the torn papers scattered on concrete. What about the company? Keep it, sell it. Whatever you think is right. That was never about us. That was about you finally standing up to my father. To all of them. She smiles sadly. I'm proud of you. Even if the method was cruel? I was going to say thorough. She touches my face again. You learned from the best, remember? And despite everything, the revenge, the manipulation, the games, I laugh. It's not a happy sound. It's exhausted, raw, real. We're going to fail, I say. At this. At us. Probably. We're going to hurt each other again. Definitely. Then why? Because I choose you, Marcus Chen. Broken, vengeful, beautifully flawed you. And I'm hoping, terrified but hoping that you might choose me back. The parking garage is silent except for distant traffic and our breathing. I think about my father. Dying angry, dying alone. I think about the hotel room. The victory that tasted like ash. I think about 6 years of marriage built on unspoken resentments and the 2 minutes it took to tear it all down. I choose you, I say finally. God help us both. She kisses me. It tastes like cigarettes and tears and something that might be hope or might be disaster. I don't know which. Maybe there's no difference. When we break apart, she's smiling. Merry Christmas, Marcus. Merry Christmas. Vanessa. We stand in a parking garage on Christmas night, surrounded by torn divorce papers and the wreckage of our revenge. And for the first time in 2 years, we're honest.